Peninsula TV studio in San Carlos, SBC Pacific Bell, the San Mateo Credit Union, and Wells Fargo present the Bay Area's hottest game show, Peninsula Quiz Kids. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Quiz Kids, the show where speed, knowledge, and collaboration are the tools these kids need for the chance to win fabulous prizes. We have two excellent teams here who have each won their first round, and they're here to face each other. Over here we have the Archbishop Riordan Crusaders. And they are taking on the Sacred Heart Gators. Let's get started with our play right away with the collaboration round. Gentlemen, welcome back to our stage. I have here a series of questions. Each question is in the form of a two-question round. I will ask a question of a team, give them 10 seconds to collaborate, and then their captain, Flynn, or Dan, will give me the answer you think is correct. If you get the right answer, you score 10 points. If not, the other team will have a little time to collaborate and a chance to steal those points. We'll go back and forth from team to team until the round is over. Everybody understand? Good luck to both teams, and here is the first question for Riordan. The airport in La Crosse, Wisconsin lies on an island in the middle of what river, discussed at the website oldmanriver.com?
Missouri?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal, gentlemen.
What state was it? Wisconsin? The Wisconsin River?
Dan?
Mississippi.
Mississippi, Old Man River. And here's your question. A central Pennsylvania school district bought 15 of them in 2002 after a boy died of a heart attack at school. What medical device is often shown being incorrectly used on TV to shock a non-beating heart into beating again?
Defibrillator?
A defibrillator, yes. It only works on fluttering or beating hearts. It does not work on non-beating hearts, even though they do that on the TV shows all the time. Riordan, here's your next question. During 2002, he received his degree in film from the California college he had dropped out of 2 years before his 1971 movie Duel. Name this director of The Color Purple, Schindler's List, and the recent film Minority Report.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg is right. What classic comic strip's official songbook includes The Happiness Theme, Joe Cool, and The Great Pumpkin Waltz?
I would guess Peanuts.
Yeah.
Peanuts?
Peanuts is right. For what college was Kate Nida playing when she attempted to kick for an extra point in the 2002 Las Vegas Bowl to become Division IA's first female football player?
Duke?
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
New Mexico State.
New Mexico State?
May I take that? No, it's the University of New Mexico. I'm sure there is a New Mexico State. And the kick was blocked, so I'm sure she feels as bad as you did. But anyway, you get the next question. Their 1956 Olympic water polo match with the Soviet Union turned into a brawl, mostly for political reasons. What European country had just been invaded by the Soviets 2 weeks before the match?
Hungary. Okay.
Hungary?
Hungary is right.
Yeah.
Gentlemen from Riordan, what state's Chocolate Mountains and Imperial Sand Dunes National Recreation Area are just north of its border with Mexico?
Arizona?
No, I'm sorry, Flynn, that's incorrect.
Go for it.
California?
Yes, it's California. Okay, Gators, how much money is in your pocket if you have 5 quarters, 4 dimes, 3 nickels, and 2 pennies?
$1.83.
$1.83.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal.
Try it.
197.
No, it's 182. Next question goes to Riordan. Everyone's adding up and they're all going, wait a minute, is that right? I'm moving on. It receives proteins for packaging from the endoplasmic reticulum. Identify this part of a cell named for an Italian biologist.
No. It's, oh God.
Flynn?
Centurions.
No, I'm sorry. You can steal.
I guess we're the last to do biology. So.
Yeah, I would guess mitochondria because that's the only part of the cells I can remember.
Sounds Italian. Go for it.
Mitochondria?
No, the Golgi bodies. Or apparatus or complex. Okay, I wrote that question, by the way. Yeah. All right, next question. A Florence, Italy museum is now cleaning what statue of a legendary biblical figure last cleaned with hydrochloric acid in 1873, nearly 400 years after it was sculpted by Michelangelo?
David?
Davy himself, yes. David is right. Yeah. I call him Davy, but that doesn't mean that you people don't. Never. What famed race was won by Martin Buser for the 4th time in 2002 with a record time of 8 days, 22 hours?
The Iditarod.
Yes, the Iditarod is right. Before the Civil War, he built a number of steamship lines. After it, he created the New York Central Railroad. What tycoon's $1 million donation to Nashville, Tennessee's Central University got the college to name it after him?
Cornelius Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt?
Yeah.
Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt is right. And that signals the end of the round. We show Sacred Heart with 70, Riordan with 20. Let's take a moment and say hello to the members of our teams over here at the Crusaders. We have Flynn Haggerty. Welcome back, Flynn.
Good day.
You are deeply involved in a lot of all-American sports, rugby and cricket.
Yeah.
Are you trying to turn those into all-American sports? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, slowly. I'm just trying to convince the heathens.
The heathens, right. They're civilized sports, are they? Although I hear rugby is very rough.
Yeah, it tends to be very rough, but it's actually a lot safer than football.
Is it? Why is that?
Well, you'll get like bruises. You'll get more bruises and stuff in rugby, but you don't get guys blowing out their knees or breaking their necks and stuff like that like you do in football.
That's really comforting. So you're finishing up your rugby season now.
Yeah.
And then you go into cricket.
Yeah.
Now, cricket, I'm always told, is very complicated. It's a very hard to follow game. Do you find it so?
Not really. It's actually surprisingly easy once you sit down and watch it. I mean, it just has a lot of funny names. I mean, that's the only way that's the only way people think it's complicated.
But if you watch it, you have to prepare for a long time. I mean, how long is a game?
One-day match will be run about 7-8 hours.
7 or 8 hours. What is going on that takes so long?
Well, it's just the bowling balls and batting, and the difference between cricket and baseball is that the tension is more prolonged. So I mean, if it's an exciting match, you'll feel the excitement for 2-3 hours. It'll last a long time.
So you won't even go out for hot dogs. You'll be so excited.
Yeah, you'll be enthralled.
That is great. Well, enjoy both sports. Tim Ponte, welcome back.
Thank you.
Tim, you're the president of the Honor Society, and I understand you were recently awarded sort of an honor by your classmates regarding a retreat that your school takes every year. Could you explain that to us?
Oh yeah, our senior retreat at Archbishop Riordan High School is called the Kairos Retreat, and usually alumni lead it, but I was asked to lead it even though I'm a senior, and it was, like you said, it's a great honor.
And how long does this retreat last?
It's for 3 days.
3 days, and sort of a spiritual retreat. And you go up to the country?
We go up north to Occidental.
And was it did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, it was excellent.
Good, wonderful. And Jean-Laure, you were not here last time because, like thousands and thousands of high school seniors, on a Saturday morning, you were taking
SATs.
the SAT, right. But I was sorry to miss you then. I'm glad you're here because your teammates told me that you and I share a love of musical theater. You are a performer.
Yep.
And did you recently perform in a show at Riordan?
I recently was in Bleacher Bums as the guard, but now I'm working on my production of Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors. What are you playing?
Seymour.
Seymour Crowborn, the star. That must be fun. What a great part.
Yeah.
We've talked a little bit about the parts. It seems that you and I want the same parts. The problem is that you get them. So you said your dream show is Rent. Rent, yes. And I immediately knew that you wanted to play Mark because I wanted to play Mark. And now it's too late for me, but it's not too late for you. Are you going to study theater when you graduate?
Yeah, I'm going to try and get into one of the exclusive theater programs in NYU or Emerson.
Both great programs. Well, good luck to you. You said you'd had your auditions. Do you feel they went well?
They went okay.
Okay, well, good luck. Let us know. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Mr. John Albach. Now, the three members of the Sacred Heart quiz team are very involved in theater this week because Dan Brady will explain it is the week of the Play in a Day.
That's right, the Play in a Day, second annual Sacred Heart Play in a Day. And what it is this Friday night at 7 p.m., I'm going to give two teams of writers, Scott and Chris are both writers, a theme, and they'll stay up all night writing a one-act play. The next morning at 6:30, directors will come in, cast the plays with a predetermined cast, and all day the cast will rehearse the play that they wrote, and the production staff will produce it, build the sets, find props, design costumes, and perform it that night at 7 p.m., exactly 24 hours after I gave the theme to the writers.
Now, I understand you determined this theme, you've put it under lock and key, it's a real top secret thing.
You wanted to see it, you wanted to know it.
I know, I wanted to know what it was, just so I felt like I was in the know.
I actually constructed a briefcase and locked it with a pretty thick padlock, though it really...
That's so exciting.
Yeah,
I have all the questions here, Okay. Anyway, well, that sounds very exciting. You're the executive producer.
Yeah, that's what I call myself.
Yeah, which means you do nothing. Right. But these two gentlemen are going to be writing for you. This is very exciting. They're kind of like Oscar and Hammerstein. If you recall our last match. Of course. Chris Wee. Chris.
What's going on?
I'm fine. How are you?
Not bad.
You're really into sports. Are you doing any kind of teamwork right now? You want to? No?
No, I'm not. I'm much more into looking out for my own interest than for these folks.
All right, so why work on a team, for goodness sake? But I understand some good news is in order for you. You found out that you are going to Stanford University. That's great. What are you going to major in?
I really haven't a clue yet.
You don't know what you're going to major in?
You got any suggestions or?
Veterinary medicine. Well, say the theme for the Play in a Day was veterinary medicine. What would you write your play on?
I don't know. I'm sure it would involve some lewd and illegal conduct. Why don't
This
you go
is
to Scott?
Sacred Heart.
Let's move on to Scott.
Sacred Heart High School. Scott Norton.
Yes.
In addition to your involvement in Play in a Day, you're involved in the regular drama program at Sacred Heart, right?
That's right.
You just did a play?
Yes.
What did you do?
We just did 12 Angry. Me and Dan were in that. It was a remake of 12 Angry Men.
12 Angry Men, but you had men and women because you do a tri-school kind of thing, or do you cast girls from other schools?
Oh, well, we have girls at our
Oh,
school.
you have girls at your school?
Yeah.
Where are they? Good Lord.
Yeah.
All right. So, and you're working on a play now?
Yes, Rumors by Neil Simon.
By Neil Simon. You have a good part?
Yeah, I'm Lenny.
And when does that open?
It opens in about 2 weeks.
In about 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Which tells nobody anything, but I guess since we'll go into syndication, that's all right.
Yeah, I don't use like dates of the 12-year thing. I'm more of a Mayan calendar person.
Right.
Don't worry.
Okay. And gosh, you don't want to promote yourself or anything like that, so
yeah.
Good. All right, well, this team will need all the luck it can get, but they have themselves a great coach in Kevin Morris. And I have a terrific coach. I have a terrific coach, also a terrific judge for our teams to make sure that we know what we're doing. That is Mr. Frank Saboti. Okay, we'll be right back with the second round, but first let's watch this video about Archbishop Riordan. Welcome back. It's time to play the face-off round. Flynn, we have a series of questions here on your favorite subject, history, and Chris, your favorite subject, sports. They're worth 10 points. I'll ask you the questions back and forth. If you get it right, you score the points. If not, we'll just move on to the next question, all right? Shake hands, gentlemen. Wish each other luck. And I wish you both luck. And here, Flynn, is your first question. He said Colin Powell's recent UN speech convinced him that war in Iraq is indeed necessary. Name this former general who was commander of operations of Desert Storm in America's 1991 Gulf War campaign in Iraq.
Norman Schwarzkopf.
That is correct for 10 points. Chris, in the recent 49ers-Giants NFL playoff game, when the 49ers came back from 24 points down to win 39-38, what wide receiver caught the winning touchdown pass for the Niners?
Ty Streets.
That's right, for 10 points. Flynn, in February 2003, the bones of one of its founders, Bartholomew Gosnold, was found near the site of its old fort. Name this Virginia colony begun 4 months before Gosnold's death in 1607.
Jamestown.
That is right, for 10 points. Chris, name the LGPA player who recently announced she was going to play in the Colonial Invitation to be played in Texas in the spring of 2003.
Annika Sorenstam.
That's right, for 10 points. Joan of Arc's biggest victory came in 1429 when she lifted the English siege of what French city?
Tours.
No, it's Orléans. Next. Name the Ohio high school phenomenon who is expected to be the 2003 #1 choice in the NBA draft.
LeBron James.
That's right, LeBron James. Flynn, originally an elite corps in the direct service of the Sultan, it grew so large and inefficient that it was abolished by Sultan Mahmud II in 1826. Name this group of soldiers in the Ottoman Empire.
The Turkish Guards?
No, the Janissaries. That's what we were looking for. And Chris, the British national soccer team plays its home games in what stadium?
Wembley.
Wembley Stadium is right. Excellent. All right, we look at the score. Archbishop Riordan's in 40, and taking the lead at 110 is Sacred Heart. Have no fear, gentlemen. The the point values will double in just a minute, and we'll be back to play that third round after we watch this video about Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart Preparatory in Atherton is an independent Roman Catholic day school founded in 1898 by the Society of the Sacred Heart.
To me, Sacred Heart is about developing critical thinkers and a love for learning.
And it's about sharing lives and learning together.
And I think it's about celebrating spiritual life and fostering social awareness and service to others.
And discovering our hidden talents within ourselves by exploring outside interests.
It's about developing athletic skills and learning teamwork.
And experiencing life beyond the Bay Area.
I think a Sacred Heart education is all about growing roots and spreading wings.
We seek enthusiastic students who can handle a rigorous academic program and contribute to our school community.
All right, gentlemen, do this. It's time to play the lightning round. When I do this, nothing happens, except I get to pick up a bunch of 20-point questions. I'm going to ask you those questions, and the first person who thinks he knows the answer should buzz in. If you buzz in first, you get the chance to answer. If you get the question right, you get the points. If you don't, the other team gets to collaborate and steal those points if they give me the right answer. If you buzz in before I complete the question, I will not speak anymore. You'll have to give me the best answer you can with the information you've been given. If you get it wrong, I will complete that question for the other team before they try and figure it out. Everybody understand? Good luck to both teams. I know there's a lot at stake here. Let's get right to it. Palace Midas, St. Francis Folly, City of Kamun, and Natla's Mines are some of the levels on what computer game featuring Lara Croft? Yes, Tim.
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider is right for 20. What once feared lung disease killed the three Bronte sisters, Emily, Anne, and Charlotte? Yes, Flynn.
Tuberculosis.
That's right, TB. In chemistry, the Bronsted-Lowry theory divides compounds by whether they donate or accept what atom? Yes, Chris.
Protons.
Protons is right. In football, how many points do you get for a safety? Yes, Chris.
2.
That's right, 2 points. What is the official 4-word motto of the United States? Yes, Chris.
In God we trust.
That is right. What Canadian territory is just east of Alaska and just north of British Columbia? Yes, Flynn.
Yukon territory.
The Yukon is right. 20. A recent Visa check card ad features what actor who waits so long for his check? Yes, Flynn.
Charlie Sheen.
Right. He turns into his father. The bell curve used to grade many high school classes is named for what great German? Yes, Scott.
Gauss.
That's right. Fred Karl Gauss. What city is the home of the NBA franchise, the Nuggets? Yes, Flynn.
Denver.
Denver Nuggets. That's right. Trujillo and Cusco are among the main cities in... Yes, Dan.
The Incans?
No. In what South American country situated on the Pacific Ocean? Flynn?
Ecuador.
No, the Incans lived in Peru. Next question. Claritin, a popular medication, is used primarily for people who are suffering from what? Yes, Dan.
Allergy.
Do you take Claritin?
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 points. What instrument invented in 1643 by Torricelli as a glass tube filled with mercury still measures at, yes, Chris?
Barometer.
A barometer is right. What term means to kick the ball down the field by yourself in soccer? Yes, Dan.
Dribble.
Yes, that's right. Or to drink water. What former conductor of the Boston Pops has composed movie music for E.T., Home Alone, Amistad, Raiders of the Lost Ark? Yes, Dan.
John Williams.
John Williams is right. During 2002, his firm began offering interest-free business financing of computer equipment over $10,000. Name this chairman of Microsoft. Yes, Flynn.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is right. The Porcupine Islands lie just east of what state's Acadia National Park? Yes, Flynn.
Maine.
That is correct. After a successful tenure as CEO of Alcoa and 2 years in the cabinet, what Treasury Secretary resigned? Yes, Tim.
O'Neill.
Paul O'Neill, right. During 2002, buyers of Cheerios could get a free copy of what classic Judy Blume story about 9-year-old Peter Hatcher and his little brother Fudge? Yes, Flynn.
Fudge?
No. You can steal if you've read this.
Maybe Encyclopedia Brown or something.
Dan?
It's like Encyclopedia Brown?
No, Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing, which could be the theme of your next play for a day. In math, what is the relationship between 1 plus 2i and 1 minus 2i? Yes, Dan?
They're inverses?
No, that's not what we're looking for. You can steal it. Flynn?
They're reciprocal?
They are a conjugate pair. In 2002, they were the first pair ever to each strike out more than 300 batters in the same season. Yes, Chris?
Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling.
That is correct. We have 1 minute of play left. The English city of York boasts a large Gothic cathedral where what emperor was crowned in AD 306? Yes, Chris?
Adrian?
No. You can steal it. Riordan?
Marcus Aurelius.
Constantine the Great. Next question. A new subway system opened on Christmas Day 2002 in what capital city of India? Yes, Flynn?
New Delhi.
Yes. That's right. And the next question. Who was recently nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress in a Leading Role for her role in Chicago? Yes, Jean?
Reese Witherspoon.
No, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's not Reese Witherspoon, and you don't have to buzz.
Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger, yes. To the Hilt and Field of 13 are among the works of what British author whose mysteries almost always involve horse racing? Yes, Flynn?
Dick Francis.
Dick Francis is right. And that signals the end of the game. 240 points is a good score, gentlemen, but 310, you guys win the match. Don't unplug. Stay with me here. You guys played very well, and again, it is a good score. You never know, you may end up becoming one of our wild card teams when we go into our third round. And you gentlemen played excellently, and you will definitely be back for a third round against some other team at some future date, so start practicing your questions. Good luck with your play for a day, and I hope all of you will check us out next time when we come back and play Quiz Kids. Bye-bye.
This year's champions will be winging their way to Europe for an all-expenses-paid adventure to some of the world's most historic sites, courtesy of ACIS. We wish to thank The Chronicle for their continued support of Peninsula Quiz Kids. Mr. Friedman's wardrobe provided courtesy of Sartori of San Carlos. The producers of Peninsula Quiz Kids wish to thank the following: Molly Stone's Markets, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry of Burlingame, Target, The Tea Party, Jamba Juice, Klutz Publishing, Century Theaters, Silver Terrace Nursery, AEIS, Ronald Bland, Samtrans, and the San Mateo County Office of Education.